All right, cool. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Things are crazy. Everything happens at the same time. I had a good like before lunch, everything was good, but after lunch, I've had so much to do.
Oh, geez.
I
I mean,
just got this. We got those watch boxes like 15 minutes ago, and the trucker just called a minute before she came with the boxes.
all right. Well, I wanted to go over some things at the site, and kind of like, obviously get some feedback from you, things that we can implement, not implement. So right now, you were saying that you're spending like 1 to 5K on ads. What's your current ROAS?
Uh, uh, we usually try to aim at like 4, 5.
Okay.
We have. Let me explain from the beginning. So we have had like two focuses. We have had retail and e-commerce, with retail being the number one focus point for us. But with COVID, retail is really struggling. So
Okay.
like 6 months ago, we decided to ditch all retail, stop working with wholesalers, and start to really focus on e-commerce. We had a decent website. We were built on WooCommerce.
Okay.
And in all honesty, we have never gotten the e-commerce going
I mean, this is Shopify.
that good. Yeah, so this summer we rebuild everything so we can have all the payment methods, a good looking website. We are going with Shopify Plus this fall, yeah. So but for 4 weeks now, yeah, 4 to 5 weeks, our Facebook page has been restricted, and all our efforts have been with Facebook ads. And why I'm reaching out to you is because we need someone who can handle everything, like Google Ads, Pinterest, TikTok, etc.
Yeah, I
Because
mean, we would.
we
Yeah.
can't.
I mean, the first thing though that kind of worries me is that if the page is restricted, I mean, we would just make another page, obviously. It's not like the ad accounts. Are you personally restricted or is just the page?
The page only.
Okay. So the way that we usually go around that is like while you're trying to hash out the primary page, we make a new page and then we run page like ads to warm it up. And then
Right.
like someone on your team or whatever can make a couple of posts on there. Just to kind of nurture it so it doesn't look like, like it doesn't look like an impersonation, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to get flagged again. So warm it up with page likes. And then from there, then we can run like conversion traffic. The only thing too is that
Right.
I think that for what you're doing, Google shopping would work pretty well, just based on price points and etc. So I mean, we can run Facebook and Google together, and then they work together with like Google Shopping, and then you have your Google retargeting, and then you have your Facebook pixel linking up, and then obviously there's better ways to enhance the traffic because iOS and other things are kind of and like disabling you from getting the right tracking. So with that being
Yeah.
said, I mean, you got to have like triple whale is what we use for the clients to get like better tracking. It allows you to see your ROAS better, allows you to see your attribution better, allows you to correlate every dollar that you spend better. But I
Yeah.
think that before even running ads, there's a lot of things here that need to be touched up. So as far as like the landing pages, product pages, things that I see ruining conversion rates and etc. I mean, it's simple
Okay.
fixes that like we can do, but there's just things here that are because I was looking at it for the past 30 minutes here, and I'm just kind of, I mean, I know I can bring massive value to this, but you got to be willing to make these changes because there's a lot of things here that are just not like correlated to having a higher conversion rate. You can talk about ads all day. I don't even focus on ads. And you might say, why is that? It's because if the two things I'm going to go over are not in check, then you should not be running ads. Because a lot
Right.
of ad agencies will say, hey,
Makes sense.
they'll say, hey, let me take over your ads. I'm like, okay. They go inside Ads Manager and they have nothing. They go in there and they just hit the create button. They make some bullshit campaigns. They use what you already have, and you're going to get the same results. If you use what you already have, you're going to get the same results. That's the definition of insanity. It's not going to get you any further. So the two things that I focus on before even running ads is number one is your offer. And number two are your product pages and landing pages. Because if I'm sending a bunch of traffic to something and it's not working, odds are it's not the ads. It's the where it's your primary offer. So the first thing that I see here is like, obviously I know not all of this is in English, like these two pieces here. This looks like the product code, correct?
It is, yeah.
Okay. So first thing that, I would implement right here, you need to have some type of reviews here. There's no social proof at all for anybody to be like, yeah, like I can trust this. There's not one piece of social proof. Second thing is when you say here, tax included, shipping calculated, checkout, right underneath the price, you're losing a bunch of conversions because you talk here about Klarna, but Klarna's not even here. So they don't know what the price breakdown is over the 4 free interest-free months that they can pay, because Klarna or Sezzle, Afterpay, even ShopPay will allow them to get 4 free interest-free payments. So they can pay the thing over time. That's another conversion killer that I don't see. Second thing is, I like this, the 6-year warranty, but this is hypocritical. You're saying shipping calculated at checkout, but then you say free. No one knows which one's which. The congruency is off.
Right.
The other thing is low stock, 2 items left. No one believes that shit anymore. It's not to urgency doesn't really work like that. Like I saw another one that you have here where it says 1 left. Like that does not work anymore.
Right.
Yeah, you got to be more believable, like 11, 17, not 1 and 2. People can sniff that now.
Okay, but that's actually that's true. Those have been our best sellers, and we are waiting for a shipment from Switzerland. So those will be gone.
So how many are you ordering at a time?
Watches, around 100 at a time.
100, okay.
Like 100 watches. 100 watches.
Okay, when's the next shipment
at a time? It's coming in the next couple of weeks. Okay. Before September.
All right, cool. That'll be fine. All right.
Next thing is one thing I don't get is why you see the price in Swedish krona.
I didn't click the US option. I saw the pop-up, but I didn't click it up because I'm trying to make it congruent to speaking to you right now. That's all.
Right. Okay.
So here, another thing is that you're missing Discover card. You have all these options here. You're missing one of the major credit cards. Okay, so description. This was fine. This was all good. The warranty part was good. Okay, so this is a problem because if they have to leave the page for the size guide, that's going to crush conversion rates.
Okay.
Because now, as soon as I leave the page to check my size, I am now on another page, and I'm not like, you might say, oh, people are not smart enough to go back to the page. Like they should be able to easily access all these features on one page. Also, you don't have FAQs, like frequently asked questions, as one of these options. So we like to whenever we think about FAQs, they're the biggest objection handlers. And if you can handle their objections on all FAQ, like the list of FAQs, you will get your buyer to do anything that you want, because now they have no reason. It's like, it's all about, it's all cold traffic. So if there's no objection handling, then they have a reason to leave. They can say, they didn't answer that question. Ugh, I'm out. But dude, the graphics and everything, so sick. Like I have nothing against the other stuff, but just like this top part, it has to be hammered in more. So, and also if I click add to cart, I go to cart here, which is fine, and then the upsells are good. The only thing I would say is like, people don't know how easy it is to implement. So these are clasps, right? So you have to make sure that they realize, like the first thing that I'm thinking as a buyer is, do I have to go to my local watch shop and have them do it for me? Or is it actually that simple that I can do it myself? Like people are not that smart, man.
Right, but you actually have to go to actually have to go to your watch shop to have
Okay,
it
so
replaced.
then that would not be a good upsell. That requires people to implement work. Like the best upsells are this. Number one is more of the same. You upsell them another watch. There should be another watch here for them to pick. And then the second best upsell is faster or better results. So what would that be, right? On watches, it would be, let me think, like cleaning, whatever you call that, like cleaning fluid or a washcloth,
Right.
or, you know, something to keep the watch clean because they want to sustain it. Yes, there's a 6-year warranty, but you get what I'm saying. All right, so if I hit no thanks, I go to checkout. Yeah, everything else is fine from here. I have nothing against everything else. Everything's good. And then as far as like, you have your Pixel. All right, cool. Okay, that's another problem though. Your Pixel's not even hooked up correctly. Because
It's not.
If I click here, you're not even tracking add to cart. I'm at my cart level. Why is it still page view? Should be add to cart. If I go to checkout, I mean, this is not hard to fix, by the way. Still nothing here, not even initiate checkout.
That's super odd because we installed the Facebook app on Shopify.
Yeah, I know that everybody does that, but that's not good. Like it's all default. It's not advanced like developer work.
Right.
It's, of course it's easy to do that. You just log into your Facebook, click your page, click your ad account, and then you just hook it up that way. But that's not, no. We use Triple Whale. So Triple Whale is just way more effective as far as your UTMs. You get to actually see what creatives and ads are working. And then at the same time too, you can get a better attribution. You can frame Facebook to have cheaper costs. And also works the same for Google as well. So those platforms are all omnipresent together so that your ad costs are lowered.
Right.
And then other than that, I mean, I would just want to focus on the offer, tweaking the lander, and then fixing the sales process, because the sales process definitely needs to be enhanced, because your AOV could be a lot higher if your upsells were fixed. Also, you know,
Right.
are like, what's your abandoned cart recovery rates? Are you able to recover people who abandon cart? Like, what's your percentage? It's not good.
I don't know. Horrible.
Okay, well,
Horrible.
yeah, well, we do like text cart with SMS automations. We actually have a partnership with them because we have like a partner code. I'll just show you real quick. So text cart has been like massively deadly for us. And this is about the same ticket that you're selling stuff at. So, I mean, my recovery rates on high ticket are about 40%. And
Wow.
last month, I mean, we recovered 16K extra for this client. Over time, it's 421,000 lifetime. I've been working with them for about a year.
That's insane.
I mean,
That's insane.
It's all the systems that work together that allow it to be possible. Because then we have, right? So you got to think about it this way. The sales process doesn't work the way most people think. Most people think that it's add to click to buy, and it's not the case. There's way more triggers that obviously come into play. It's your ad, your offer, your copy, your social proof, your fast-paced creatives, goes to the landing page. The landing page now has the right offer, objection handling, the right compelling copy, the right infatuations. Like the way that you went through my funnel, that's why that funnel makes a god amount of money, because my landing page was so long. Like obviously it's not what I would do for you, but that's a sales letter. You know, for like, just to give you perspective, that's a 21-step funnel. So for me to do that for anybody,
20, wow.
Yeah, it's 21 steps, but my AOV is very high. So from $17, my average order value is over 80. I'm able to take people from $17 to 80, and I'm spending about 40 bucks a customer, and I'm able to book calls on the back end. But that all comes down to what? The offer's good. The copy was good. Dude, the page is over 30 pages long. For me or any copywriter to write a sales page like that, and don't worry, like I'm not trying to freak you out, but like for me to make a funnel that big for someone else would be at least 200,000, depending on